Welcome back to the LNC Painter YouTube channel. We have a very exciting new video today, and we are going to the auction to pick up my very first exotic purchase. It's a 2020 McLaren 720s Spider. Super excited to go scoop it up. Unfortunately, it's got no wheels, no suspension on the right passenger side, so it's going to be very interesting to get it loaded up on the trailer. This location doesn't have a forklift either, so we're gonna have to do all the work ourselves. So let's head to the auction, pick this bad boy up, and see what we got. All right, here to pick up the McLaren. Не будет мешаться. Gonna load it up on these little dollies and get it up on the trailer. All right, fast forward a little bit and we got the car on the trailer. The winch helped out a lot, but here we are. Check it out. Чуть-чуть жопу порвать пришлось, но все хорошо, загрузили, можно ехать. Let's go home. She's a beauty. We'll investigate when we get home.
Hello, I'm the freshest in the place. Running laps with my vibe and you can't keep the pace. Head to toe while I'm dripping in style. I'm fly with $1 million smile. Cannot beat me, never could you see me. When you this fresh, everybody wanna greet me. Check the clock, now I check my wrist. Ice so bright, the whole room stay lit. I know you wanna match my style. You haven't seen someone like me in a while. It looks easy, I make it look easy.
Welcome back to the LNC Painter YouTube channel, and as you can see, we got the 2020 McLaren 720s back to the shop on our trailer, and let's take a quick look, see what we're working with. Car is very dirty, been sitting for a long time. It was all wrapped up in plastic. The car itself is whole. Obviously, aside from the wheels and suspension, they completely removed the front right and rear right suspension, and the wheels were gone, so it was just sitting on a couple 4x4s. The left side is complete with wheels and suspension. I took off the wheels just so I can see all the suspension components that we gotta get for our other side. Here's the driver's side rear wheel. Nice clean wheel, no damage. Also, we got our diffuser. They took off the diffuser, lower shields, just so they can see all the damage. Our rear bumper had some damage, and then as you can see here, everything looks good aside from this little shield got bent, but it didn't touch the subframe. Everything is whole, and here obviously they took everything apart. They left some of the screws in, but all arms, they weren't ripped off or anything. They were all disassembled. I have all the hardware in the car. They did not include the arms. This is an arm I already ordered on eBay. They tied the caliper, so they didn't disassemble the caliper. The brake pads are in there. So they were doing some work on it, or did a tear down just to see what was needed to be done. Obviously, I think there was a little suspension damage. We can see one of the shields got bent right here, plus this AC line that goes to the dryer here got ripped off. So something came this way where it probably hit the shield, some suspension components, the shield. From what I can see on the bottom, it's all good. Like I said, they just took everything apart. Everything was missing, so whoever took it apart, they didn't put any of the suspension in the car. Same with the front. Everything disassembled. They left all the bolts and stuff. Left the caliper and the pads. From what I see, I honestly just have to get all the suspension components, install them on the car, and I think that's as far as we're gonna go with having to work on any damage. So the shop that did take it apart, for some reason, decided to keep the headlights, the two most expensive things on the front end, plus they took our battery. Well, they didn't take our battery, but they put this original lead battery instead of the, if you know McLaren's, it requires a specialty lithium battery, and the car will not start or give you any power whatsoever without a lithium battery. No jumper will ever awaken it or start it unless you have the original lithium battery. So I am unable to get the dash to light up or see the odometer or even start the car, obviously, because we don't have the battery. What we can do now is just start ordering parts, get the battery ordered, put the suspension components together, and then we're gonna find out if it fires up, if the car runs, or it's gonna be a fun thing to wait for. But like I said, we do have to get all the suspension components ordered, installed, get the car rolling and off the trailer, and then we can dig deeper and figure out what it needs or what it wants. Aside from the rear bumper and the shields, I see no damage to this car whatsoever. Obviously, its suspension might have had some damage, but I don't know to what extent, since I have no old suspension parts or wheels to look at. This side is all good. The body's great. Interior is super clean, obviously dirty, but super clean. All our airbags, seat belts, everything is intact. I love this suede interior with some black leather, matte finish on the carbon fiber pieces. So very happy that we don't have to do anything on the inside of the car. Carbon fiber mirror covers, carbon fiber hood scoops. This side is all good. Pretty much suspension, right side, front and rear, rotor, all the arms, hub, everything is missing. So we're gonna have to source that and try and avoid the dealer prices because they are insane. I was able to find all the suspension parts for the front right. On the right rear, I'm still looking for a few things. I got most of the arms coming, although I do still need the right rear shock and the right rear rotor. And then other than that, I think everything else is coming this week or should be here by next week. As far as the front end goes, here's what we got. We got our lower control arm, we got our upper control arm, we got our knuckle or hub assembly, with the bearing. We got our front shock with the lift and our carbon ceramic rotor. The steering arm was on the vehicle, so it's still good. And obviously our caliper and pads are all good as well. So I'm gonna start installing the front right suspension, and hopefully we'll be able to get the front end on the ground, wheel installed, and then keep moving forward. Let's do it. Here we are, the suspension is fully installed. I got the rotor on, caliper, and all the arms are hooked up. The shock is hooked up. We're ready to install the front wheel, and just in time, I just got this set off the marketplace from a 720s. Brand new set of wheels. They were taken off with like 100 miles on the car. Brand new tires. They even still have all the original stickers. They literally just took it off a brand new McLaren 720s, I think a newer model. But I love this design a lot better. What do you guys think? That's the old style. Also gray, just a lighter gray, but it has this like a polished silver stripes, whereas this one has like this darker gray finish, and it's all painted darker gray with the satin finish as well, or matte finish. But little upgrade, since I only had 2 of these for the driver's side and I needed to get 2 more. Each tire or rim would have cost me probably $1,000 if not more. Plus I had to get all 4 new tires, because these are some kind of all-weather snow tires or something. I don't know why he has them on a sports car. It was in California, but yeah, got a set of all brand new tires and wheels for $3 grand. I think that's a steal. So I'm gonna throw the front wheels on I'm gonna leave the back wheel off on the passenger side. That way I can kind of look at the suspension components, where everything should go, how all the wires should go. Use the driver's side as a reference. And we're slowly getting our parts. We got our knuckle assembly came in, the lower control arm came in, we got our axle. So all I need for this side is my upper control arm, the shock, and then the rotor. And then I can finally take the car off the trailer, give it a first wash, get all this adhesive off from all the plastic, and then finish the rest of the parts. Alright, check it out guys, the front end is squared away. We got the front right suspension all installed. We installed all the arms, the shock, hooked up all the lines, and then we got the rotor caliper on, and finally installed the new wheels that I got for this car, and it looks beautiful. Wheel is standing nice and straight, nice and even. The caster is good, camber is good. So all we have to do now is wait for the rear parts to arrive, get this thing off the trailer, and give it a nice wash. I've never been more excited in my life to finally wash a car for the first time. This thing's been sitting for so long that this thing is absolutely filthy. But luckily the whole front end is PPF, the front bumper, fenders, and the hood. So I think I might just remove the PPF instead of trying to clean it all up. That way we can just put a new fresh protective film and call it a day. As far as the rear suspension goes, little update is we got our knuckle, we got our lower control arm, we got our new axle, new used axle, and all we need now is upper control arm, the shock, and the rotor, and then we can piece the rear end together. I will be selling the left side wheels. They are very good condition. There's no curb rash or anything. TPMS sensors will stay in, the tire will stay on. But yeah, nice clean wheel. Original McLaren factory 20-inch wheel for the rear, and then for the front as well, same thing. Super clean, no curb rash, obviously used, but very good condition. TPMS sensor will stay in. So if anybody needs a front wheel and a rear wheel in this pattern, let me know and I'll send it your way. So very exciting first day. Also, excuse the road noise, we're right by the freeway here and cars don't stop. But very exciting first day. Like I said, front right suspension is all put together, everything's assembled, everything was taken apart carefully, and all the nuts were included, so that's a big plus. I'm very happy about that. Everything just plugged in, plug and play, how you say, pieced everything together, and she's ready to roll, almost. Stay tuned for part 2. In part 2, we're gonna hopefully get all the pieces for our rear suspension. Hopefully our new battery will arrive, and we can fire this thing up, get it off the trailer, hear her run. Very exciting, very exciting. So be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you guys think of the new purchase, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can catch part 2 and part 3, the final detail, wash, and the car absolutely dialed in and ready to go. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.